Hello, hello, hello. My name is Tate Donahue, and you are listening to the Cosmic Cookbook Podcast. Today is episode 2, The Universe is for Sale, where I want to share with you all some sales skills. Now, this comes from a recent experience of mine working at a marketing company, which didn't end up too well, but the skills that I learned while I was there and the people I got to experience being around were absolutely invaluable. So I really think this can change a lot of our lives, our relationships, and even our personal careers. Buckle up, because we're about to embark on another journey through the pages of the Cosmic Cookbook. I'm Tate, your chef for today, and normally we're going to keep things light and breezy here, but today I wanted to share with you something a bit more substantial, the kinds of insights that can transform your journey. You see, life isn't always about rainbows and butterflies. It's about grinding through the daily hustles, facing challenges head on, and sometimes trying to find those hidden gems in the mundane tasks of day-to-day life. That's where our Cosmic Cookbook comes in, serving up wisdom straight from our Hallucination Inc. Cosmic Child's course. Today, we're not just exploring sales skills, we're uncovering a toolkit that can elevate your existence. It's not just exaggerated friendliness, it's about tapping into a wellspring of inspiration that might just ignite a fire within you. So pull up a chair, lean in, and let's dive into the raw, real, and slightly gritty side of our kitchen. We're cooking up more than just a meal, we're crafting a symphony that resonates with the rhythm of, are you ready for a taste of inspiration? So we're going to take a very deep dive into the complexities of relationships, those roller coasters of highs and lows, heartbreak, and amazing moments that characterize our daily lives. Today we're unlocking the potential within these connections by exploring the amazing powers that sales skills have within our relationships. This comes to us through the Hallucination Inc. Enrich program, which is a part of our Cosmic Child course, which you can find on our website, which will be linked down below, but is also hallucination.com. It's an amazing course, which I wish I would have had a year ago, and it would have changed my life and helped me turn it all around a lot quicker. So check that out, because I really think a lot of people will benefit a great amount from it. So first off, I just want to ask you to imagine a scenario where your everyday interactions become not just transactions of information, but opportunities to forge deeper, more meaningful connections. That's the essence of what we're delving in today in the Enrich Toolkit. We've distilled practical, real-world techniques that extend far beyond mere conversational niceties and actually deep dive into the human psyche. So we'll take a look at this toolkit by starting with active listening. It's not just about hearing the words, it's about tuning into the emotions and the intentions behind them. Picture a conversation where you're not just present physically, but your mind is completely engaged. Picking up on the subtleties that often go unmissed is an amazing skill to have, and it's something that a lot of people go numb to due to everyday life just being everyday life. So if you really can tap back into that, it is amazing how you can read people. And the results of this, deeper connections, a heightened sense of understanding, and the ability to navigate the nuances of human interactions with a lot more ease. Once you've picked up on what someone's putting down, you can employ empathy, which is, in my opinion, a superpower in relationships. It's the capacity to step into someone else's shoes and to feel what they're feeling, and incorporating empathy into your relationship toolkit really allows you to transcend surface level interactions by making a really deep level of understanding, which can lay the foundation for very deep connections. And on the topic of understanding is about decoding someone's unspoken language, whether that be body language, facial signs. It's really just reading between the lines, and in the Enrich program we guide you through the intricacies of understanding and provide you with an amazing roadmap to navigate the complexities of human connection, because it's not easy and salespeople have spent a lot of time mastering it. These are the outcomes of employing these sales skills in your day-to-day life and making them a habit. Habits is something that I'm going to talk about in the future, and they're absolutely life-changing if you can master them. And employing sales skills is one of the absolute best things to make a habit, to appear and feel a lot more confident in yourself. As I'm talking about this, I encourage you to reflect on your own experiences and try and think about a time when a genuine, heartfelt conversation shifted the dynamic of a relationship completely. These skills aren't just theoretical, they're practical, and they can redefine how you approach and engage with others. Now, when I talk about our relationships, I don't just mean our personal ones, like our romantic and our familial relationships. I also mean in the business arena, where there's a lot of competition and gossip and unbelievable things that people will do to achieve and get a leg up on you. So employing these skills can amazingly change how you appear to your business, how you appear to your customers, your clients, your suppliers, your partners, and it can really change a lot of situations. So for a moment, picture you're navigating a business deal and you're going amazingly because you're connecting with all of your customers, all of your partners, and this is something that the Enrich program can fully bring to your life. It's a backstage pass, really, to the real-world maneuvers that transform our ideas into success. It's not about selling products as such, it's about selling dreams and visions that people can connect to and hope to achieve for themselves. So instead of selling someone an aircon, you can sell them the effects that the aircon will have on their family. You can tell them about how much it'll calm everyone down, how much happier it will make them during summer, and how much it'll improve their home life as a whole. So for people that this does apply to, they're going to instantly think, that is amazing. It's not just $1,200, say, going straight onto our wall. It's something that will actually improve our lives as a whole. And that's where sales skills works when you're selling products, but you can also do this for every other topic you can possibly think of. Now, obviously, with selling something, it doesn't always just finish with your introduction. In fact, it rarely ever does. Even just that one impulse that you might have thought was amazing, the customer might not be completely convinced on, and that's where another entrepreneurial skill comes into play, which is negotiation. When you're talking to someone that you want to persuade or convince or sell, it's not about winning or losing. It's about finding common ground and creating a win-win situation where it makes the other party feel like you're both gaining something out of this. You've just connected over this experience and you're both going to come out of it positively. By doing this, you incite a feeling of collaboration within the person. And in the Enrich program, we emphasize the significance of building relationships that extend beyond, as I said before, transactional exchanges, where it's really just you giving someone information, them giving you money or information back. It's really about networking, and in the business world, networking is, in my opinion, the absolute most important skill that you can have and employ, because by building those meaningful connections, you evolve your whole professional landscape to open up all those opportunities by knowing so many more people that will, if you do it right, will think of you first and go to you when they have an opportunity for you, or for anyone in general. You'll be the first pick. If you want to learn about all those sales skills for the professional realm, have a look at our Cosmic Child course. We touch on it a lot, and even if you do just want to do it for your professional career, it will transform everything, and I guarantee you'll get something out of it that will help you. So as we journey through these sales skills, envision yourself not just as a participant, but as a leader, armed with these skills to transcend all the ordinary in every sense of the word. By the end of our Cosmic Child course, and to a degree, by the end of this episode, you'll not just appreciate the advantages that sales skills can give, but you'll really be ready to employ them into your everyday life and see what they can bring. As a little example, I wanted to give you guys for that business setting. Imagine yourself at a cocktail gathering, surrounded by colleagues who might or might not be strangers, but alas, it includes small talk, the inevitable. And how do you think that these encounters can turn into opportunities? How do you think you can yourself turn them into those? The way that you do it is by leaving a lasting impression. The Enrich program dives deep into unleashing your cosmic charm, and it's more than just being the life of the party. It's about creating an amazing first impression, or maybe not first, but an impression nonetheless, and remaining in someone's mind so that you can be there when they do have something that they need to tell you. So we're still at our Imagine Our cocktail party, and we're going to have a look at the power of genuine interactions. So something that I think gets confused a lot with salespeople, obviously it might be a little bit different with salespeople, but sales skills in general, is that it's not about faking smiles or pretending to be someone you're not, or pretending to appear as someone. It's, for the people that really have the skill down, it's about authenticity. And I saw this in my job. The best salesman in the business, he was absolutely unbelievable. He was himself 100% of the time, whether it was at a work function or trying to sell to a customer. He was the exact same every moment of the day, and he had the most magnetic personality you can imagine. So he's implementing these skills into both home and professional life, and you can evidently see what he's gained from it. He was on an amazing pay, he was smashing KPIs, and I think, honestly, that's just someone that I would want to be around all the time, and it's something that I would love to be able to do in my life, and I think you guys should have a look at it as well. Approachability is one thing that is crucial towards a first impression, and it's how do you convey openness without appearing over-friendly or insincere. Once you are talking to these people, something that this salesman at my job did absolutely flawlessly was his ability to storytell. This is something that is driven so hard in sales, and that's tell the customer a story that traps them, that absolutely captures their attention, and once you have that down, it'll become a necessity for every single interaction you have, because you don't just tell stories when you're trying to sell someone, you tell stories when you had a funny interaction at the shops, or you had a date that went terribly wrong. It's not about rehearsing a monologue or rehearsing your story and getting the right catchphrases in there or the right punchlines. It's about your ability to share your experiences and ideas in a compelling manner that help people connect with you and show that you are open to connections and you're showing a little bit of vulnerability. once you have these storytelling skills down, you'll find that a lot of people will mention your stories weeks, months, even years later because you left such an amazing impact with that story. So just by capturing them for that one night, you've created an everlasting impression on them, and they're going to tell other people about it, they're going to remember it at times similar to your story, and you're going to create what they call in marketing is mind space, which is, it's more used for brands most commonly, but it's the amount of capacity that you take up in someone's mind. So say Coles, a grocery shop here in Australia, how much mind space does that take up when you think of going grocery shopping? For most people, you're going to have a choice between Coles, Woolworths, IGA and Aldi, but Coles and Woolworths are by far the biggest, so you could say that they have probably around 30 to 40% mind space within customers. And you can do that personally, which creates a never-ending opportunity to talk to that person again because you've created such an amazing first impression. So as we navigate through these experiences, I ask you to reflect in the moment or after the event, or just right now if you'd like, on something that's happened to you where you've experienced this either from someone else or you've felt like you've pulled it off pretty well, where you've been authentic, you've created nice connections, and you've told a story. Told a story about yourself, about an experience, about a dream of yours, or tell me about a time that you feel you didn't pull it off well, and will help you, because these aren't just hypotheticals, they're tangible, and they're amazing to add into your social repertoire. The last thing that I want to mention is that these sales skills are amazing for self-presentation. And I know that most of the podcast has been focused on these ways that you can present yourself in social situations and to other people, but it's amazing the effect it can have on your self-confidence and the way you view yourself. The Enrich program that we have is amazing for helping you navigating all the challenges of life and doing it in a unique manner that is solely specific to you without any feeling of shame or judgment or care about other opinions, to an extent, of course. First and foremost, let's talk about authenticity. It's not about putting on a facade. Life is never about being someone you aren't, and that is something that I wish everyone in the world knew, because our true selves is a result of a spiritual awakening that we realize our purpose in life, not exactly the purpose of life, that's a question we'll talk about in another episode, but for now, I just want everyone to peel back their layers like an onion and reveal the masterpiece that is every one of our personalities. By the end, you won't just be presenting an image or a mask, you'll be embodying your true self, and that is the most freeing thing you can ever do. It has absolutely transformed my life. It has revolutionized my happiness. It's changed my productivity, my social anxiety. It is truly amazing what you can do when you are your complete self. And something I mentioned was getting over the social anxiety, which comes with confidence, which is a crucial aspect of self-presentation. And I'm not talking about overconfidence or arrogance, but the quiet assurance that comes from knowing your own strengths and embracing your uniqueness and not viewing your weaknesses as flaws, but opportunities to improve, because putting yourself outside of your comfort zone by attending a workshop, working in your own time on a skill that you need to have is amazing for your mindset and helps build all those awesome habits that I'll talk about in another future episode. And that leaves a lasting impression on everyone you have when they can see that you love yourself. One way that we can show that we love ourselves is through self-presentation physically, which includes hygiene, but it can also include our body language. Silent communication can very often speak amazingly louder than words by enwrapping your audience and capturing them just through the way that you're moving, your hands, your legs, your posture, your facial expressions. And in the Cosmic Child course, we decode these nuances of body language because I think it's an amazing topic, which I find a lot of interest in. And we provide you with the tools to convey confidence, openness, authenticity, and all with a true feeling of them, not just a mask, and all without. Why this matters is because our world today has a lot of value on perceptions, and this comes through the media, through increased social interactions, through technology, and by selling an illusion of self-presentation, you're thieving yourself of a possibility to embody who you really are and embody that character to its fullest. It's like being cast for the wrong role in a theatre production. You're just not going to be able to do it as well as you could have for your part you were actually going for, and that's just inevitable. So have a look at those instances where your self-presentation has actually contributed to some success of some sort and left a positive impression on someone, because if you can reflect on these, employ them over and over, and look into yourself and figure out who you're best at playing and your best character and who you really want to play, you'll 100% of the time be able to be more friendly, be more positive, and always fit in with the right people. Because not everyone's people is the same as someone else's, and by putting on a mask, you really push yourself towards the people that you just aren't fit for, and the cohort around you is one of your biggest safeguards in life. They're the people that are going to look after you. They're the people that you can go to. So by putting yourself in a situation where you don't have someone to go to, that can lead to infinite problems, and it's not going to help you in the long run. So why not just be yourself? Obviously, in the Cosmic Child course, we teach you how to do this. We teach you about opening up to yourself and finding out who you really are, even if that is beyond your knowledge at the moment. We have a massive emphasis on being yourself. So again, have a look on our website, and for anyone that is interested, that is a huge topic in that, which you'll definitely come out with the skills to embody. So continuing on from that theatre analogy, I think it's always important to imagine yourself as the role, not the lead. Not everyone can be the lead. You don't have to be the lead. As every theatre person will say, the whole cast matters. The show would fall apart without ensemble. And by playing the part that you want to really play, you can step onto life's stage with a newfound self-assurance and know that you will do your absolute best in every situation. And there we are. We're at the end of the road for today. We've had a look at the tangible results that you can get from employing sales skills and the practical techniques of actually using these sales skills so you can use them. You can go out tomorrow and employ these into your life and into every facet of your life. It's not just about theory. We provide you with actual strategies to change your life, because that's what we're here for. We want to change everyone's lives, and I want to help every one of you live the absolute best human experience. So, before I say adios for today's episode, the journey doesn't end here. The Cosmic Cookbook is an ever-expanding universe of knowledge, skills, and support for everyone that wants to change their life The Cosmic Child course can be found on our website under the Cosmic Child course tab, funnily enough, and I recommend every single person undertakes this, as it really is like an epiphany in a course. It is amazing content, and I'll be providing the webinars. They're pre-recorded, so it's completely at your own pace, but we'll also be doing group sessions and one-on-one sessions for support so that everyone gets all they can out of it and you make the most out of your human experience. So keep growing, keep exploring, and may every moment be a cosmic revelation. Thank you for listening to the Cosmic Cookbook, Episode 2, The Universe is for Sale. My name is Tate Donahue, and I'll see you all next week for Episode 3. Have a great week.